Well, hello there, YouTube. Your eyes do not deceive you. There is sun behind me. I recorded part 2 during the day, a rare daytime stream. I appreciate that you've now made it to part 2. I hope you enjoyed part 1. I'm excited to see what else is in store for us here. As always, please take a moment to give this stream a thumbs up. Leave a comment if you feel so inclined. Also, make sure that you follow all the other links in the description. I'd absolutely love to see you over on TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram, in the Discord. There's all sorts of cool places. I'm also on Hive, if you are interested in being on Hive. But would love to have you join us sometime live on Twitch. I'm usually live at 9:30 p.m. Pacific time. Occasionally, I'm online during the day. I went live today at 1 p.m. Pacific time. So, all right, without further ado, let's learn more about what's going on in this ill-fated world where I'm navigating it solo. Also, it looks like this game is relatively dark right now, so I'm going to turn up the gamma a wee bit. Hopefully that helps. Can't tell if it did. Does it seem dark? Yeah, it sounds terrible, Munchie. As it looks dark on my end. And I don't know why that didn't do anything when I fixed the gamma. Like, that's not doing anything. It seems way darker than last time. So let me see if I can affect that just a smidge here. That seems better. There we go. All right. Boom. Much better. Okay, we got some stuff that we got to do here. So let's see.
Did we have to come all this way? It's cold here. Very cold.
It's not that cold. The Wardens have been some of our best customers, and they need us.
I miss my shop. This place is so drab. It offends my sensibilities.
Andraste preserve me.
Now, these are some guys I can get on board with bringing back from Origins. Hell yeah.
Ah, Warden Commander. I represent Master Wade, the finest...
And bloody coldest. I can't feel my fingers.
finest armorer in Denerim. We thought that you might have need of an armorer.
Master Wade, I remember you, the Drake scale armor, right? That I didn't wear.
My one glittering moment. The highlight of my career. And now I'm stuck at Turnip Keep.
Vigil's Keep. Vigil! Sorry, Warden Commander. You know how he gets.
What brings you here?
This is a temporary relocation. The Darkspawn are most active around Amaranthine. We thought we could help.
And I suppose the money the Crown paid us had nothing to do with it?
Shh!
My men will need armor.
Providing arms and armor for common soldiers. Oh, the indignity. If we are going to be so dreadfully plebeian, I don't suppose Amaranthine has any proper metal. Silverite? Viridium? Or are we back to bronze weapons, stone clubs?
Wade has a point. He's happiest and fastest when presented with a challenge. If you come across any deposits of ore, let us know.
Guys are great, man. They're great. I don't really even have much analysis for it. It's just, they're just wonderful. Like, I love the amount of self-esteem that is just loaded into Wade. Like, Wade has decided that he is a person of high relevance, of high expectation, a man who can fulfill those expectations and do it fabulously. And when he is in any kind of environment that he perceives to be less than his expectations, he bitches about it. But still follows through. Like, he's still here, right? Like, even though he's bitching about being here, he still does his work. And I can appreciate that. So great, man. I love their banter so much. Let me see your shop.
Oh, of course.
Oh, they got some decent stuff here. All right. None of it's got bonuses on it, though. Manual of Focus. This hefty tome, forbidden by the Chantry, contains the life lessons of the wisest, strongest, and bravest of the elves and the dales. This allows the reader to reallocate attributes, skills, talents, and specialization. It's destroyed in the reading. I am going to buy that. I'm going to buy 2 of them. Guardian, watching your back, an interesting read for the defensive-minded warrior. Yes, that would be something that I would like to have. All right. Specialization unlocked. Guardian. Quest updated. All right, so I need to use that thing then because I want to reallocate my stuff. So let's do that. Manual of Focus. Use. Oh, God. Oh, wow. Well, I should have thought about that. That it was just going to redo everything. So my cunning definitely does not need to be that high. I can get my dexterity up higher. There we go. Improve combat training, rune crafting, vitality, clarity. Requires level 24. What does that mean? Requires level 22. What level am I? No matter. Got some clarity going on here. All right. So then we got to go powerful. And we're going to go, man, really should have realized this was going to happen. Requires 45 strength, 41 strength, 54 strength. Holy shit. Warrior spins in an arc of death, automatically killing nearby enemies of lower or lesser rank and scoring a critical hit against any elite target, but inflicting normal damage against a boss. Jeez. Well, that sounds cool. Let's go back to weapon and shield. I definitely want to have shield wall and shield expertise. And I want to have shield mastery. And I want to have... What is this? The warrior is one with the shield. His talent improves the effect of carapace, now making the character completely immune to damage for the first half of that effect. Yeah, this is all good. Good shit. Do I want to go here? I don't think I actually want to use those. I want to save this for doing these. I'm going to need to get a lot of strength going, though, as I level up. It would seem. All right, now all my stuff is in a different spot, so this is going to be super interesting. I got to get my boots back on. Are you not entertained, chat? Where are my gloves? I can't wear my gloves. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Okay. Did that give me enough? Okay, thank God. Thank God. There we go. Oh. Okay. Good to go.
You're back. You need anything?
I found an ore deposit.
Oh, this will help a great deal. Viridium.
Armor and weapons could be made with this.
Commander, if you like, we could outfit your men. It wouldn't cost you anything, but some soldiers would have to guard the miners.
You'll have your guards. My men need better gear.
So I'm to make armor for all Amaranthine's rabble? Helen, you abuse me so. It's unconscionable.
Commander's orders.
Fine, I'll work. But I want a challenge one day. Something to sink my teeth into.
Well, if you tell me what that is, I could help you out, brother.
Forcing me, to come to this dreadful turnip keep. Oh, the indignity. Oh.
Yes, we forced you, despite the fact that you took a bunch of money from the crown in order to be here. What's up, Dworkin?
I emptied out my stores blasting those darkspawn. Once we're done with repairs, we should talk.
Hell yeah, we should. Also, that guy's got a great voice. My goodness. Alright, we go back into the keep, I suppose.
The men are still clearing the rubble in the basement. They'll be finished soon.
Cool. Gather your party and venture forth. I am a lone wolf. Lobo solo. That's what I am.
I'm here to serve, Commander.
What do you got for me? Can you do anything to resupply our soldiers?
I will do what can be done, but you would be wise to keep alert for trading possibilities in your journeys. If you can persuade any merchants to trade here, it would benefit the Vigil considerably.
All right, I'll do what I can. Need more Wardens.
The Ferelden's are a proud people. They are proud of you, especially. Had the first Wardens sent foreign fighters, it would have caused great distrust amongst the locals. Barrel was specifically chosen as seneschal because he commands great respect here.
Okay.
Very well, Commander.
That'll be all, but what is... Oh, okay. Trade must flow.
Commander, the Lords of Amaranthine have come to swear fealty to you and the Grey Wardens. These were Alrend and Howe's vassals. Now they will be yours.
How could I trust... well... See, this is where things get dicey, because the world that we live in is one where certain people are specified to have a certain amount of power, and if you don't follow suit, you quite literally could be killed. I am generally more in the camp of, like, people choose to do certain things, and that they're accountable for those choices, but I do also have to take into account the fact that this is a world where people who worked for Howe may not have had any other option. He may have ruled with an iron fist. I don't know. So when I say, how could I trust anybody who served that guy, that presupposes that people were voluntarily supporting Howe and his orientation to Ferelden. And I would have a very hard time believing that that's true. In the same way that I think people would look at, like, the elven alienage in Denerim and say that we somehow support the human leadership. No, we don't. We're just trying to survive. right? So the fact that we don't push back and riot isn't necessarily an indication that we are going along with and agree with what the humans of Denerim are doing. So I think for me to just immediately discount these people because they followed Rendon Howe is a bit short-sighted in the context of this world, where I have no idea whether these people were acting autonomously while following him. You have to take that kind of context into account when you're interacting with people and when you're making decisions about this kind of thing. So what do I need to know about them?
Some of these lords bore Rendon no love, but others had their prospects ruined with his demise. Tread carefully, Commander.
Okay, so there's people that did benefit.
Lords and ladies, I present the Warden Commander of Ferelden and Arl of Amaranthine.
Commander.
All right. Our differences are many, but our cause is one. We're gonna really set the tone here.
Ban Esmerel of Amaranthine. As is old custom, you have the honor of beginning.
I promise that I, Ban Esmerel, will be faithful to the Arl in matters of life, limb, and earthly honor. Never will I bear arms against him or his heirs. So I say, in the sight of the Maker.
I promise that I, Lord Edelbreck...
And so, the ceremony is complete.
Long live the Warden Commander!
Oh. Man, I was hoping we'd have more drama. All I had to say was our cause is one. I mean, my reputation really precedes me here. Wow. I mean, I can see, this is where I get really frustrated with nobility. People in higher class and their evaluation of what people in the lower castes are capable of. Like, how out of touch. I mean, it's okay, so it's not totally out of touch for him to say that there's going to be issues, but I think there's a short-sightedness in how he looks at this, right? Like, I think by virtue of people seeing the blight, seeing that the archdemon was destroyed when King Alistair sacrificed himself, I think that gave people a sense that this shit is real. This stuff needs to be fought against, that when we fight amongst ourselves, it's a problem. And the poor folks of the world, and I realize that the poor folks are not the ones that were in this room right now, but like the poorer folks in the lower classes are the ones who bear the majority of the brunt of the blight. So nobility squabbles are something we have to take into account, but I also think that by virtue of the representation we had of the blight that was not too long ago, these people are a lot more willing to settle their differences, put their differences aside, so we don't have happen what happened in Denerim back in Origins. So while I look at it and I go, man, that was a little easier than I was expecting, it makes sense, I think, in the context of the fact that we're only a few months removed from a blight as opposed to several decades removed from a blight where everybody else's bullshit comes back in and starts to matter more. I think these people are more sensible, perhaps, than we give them credit for. And so there we go. People swore their allegiance. Neat. I'm glad to hear it.
Honored to meet you, Warden Commander. You come to us during desperate times.
Not more about your precious farms, Edelbreck.
Some in our Arling do not have the comfort of city walls. On the plains, the situation is dire.
I believe that. If you'll excuse me, what seems to be the problem?
As we feast, the peasants on our lands are starving, or worse.
The city's defenses are more important, Edelbreck.
There may be wheat in the silos now, but if the farmers die, where will you get your food?
Ah, I like this guy. This guy's thinking about the little man. Cool, right? Like, this guy's like, yeah, we're sitting here engorging ourselves. Meanwhile, people on the front lines are starving. I appreciate that perspective. I appreciate that this guy is making the decision to look down the ladder. It shouldn't be a ladder in the first place, but like, this guy gets it. This guy gets it. I bet this guy's pro-union. I would love more information here. I doubt your pleas are entirely altruistic. That is also true. I do have a degree of skepticism toward the nobility. I'm far more skeptical of this guy than I am this guy. Just because of the way that they're presenting. Like, this guy's like, oh, but the city, but the nobility, but our various accoutrements that keep us all comfy. And this guy's like, yo, dude, there's people out there in the fields that are like, this sucks ass for them, and we need to take care of them. I am more inclined to be in line with this guy. Now, if these guys did their homework on the Warden Commander, which would have been smart, this guy would know that his perspective is not going to land with me because I am quite literally a city elf from the alienage. These guys got to know their audience. This guy seems to have done a bit more of his research. I'm going to push them a little bit just to see how they, just to see what else might be behind it. So I doubt your pleas are entirely altruistic.
Edelbrecht can't defend his own lands, so he asks the commander to save him.
I admit my lands are ravaged and fortunes diminished, but it's my grain that fills Amaranthine's belly.
Yep. All right. I'm down. Totally understand. What do you... Oh, this guy fails to... Dude. This guy's not making a case at all here. I'll take the matter under advisement. I gotta make sure everybody's fed.
Thank you, my liege.
My liege? Hell yeah, dude. Too few soldiers to patrol the entire island. Oh, I know where this is going. I know where this is going. I've got too few soldiers to take care of everybody, so your boy's gonna have to allocate limited resources. I see where this is going.
Commander.
Oh boy.
I see that Lord Edelbrecht wastes no time in canvassing you for soldiers to defend his farms. Do not be deceived, Commander. His livelihood is all he cares about. Amaranthine is the jewel of the Arling, and she must be protected.
Why would I protect the city over the country folk? Give me one good-ass reason beyond, it's just fancy and how it's always been.
Pragmatism. A farming hovel can be rebuilt with straw and mud.
Oh.
Amaranthine was built over generations. If she falls, then this great Arling will be diminished.
Wealth is well and good, but what measure do you put to human life? The folk in the country outnumber your city dwellers many times over.
Yeah.
I would not be so vulgar as to violate the decorum of this event. Commander.
Okay. All right. But in the spirit of what we do here, okay? Her behavior makes sense. The reason I would say that I am annoyed by where she's coming from is because that's not my context at all. I didn't grow up in the nobility. I grew up in the alienage. I grew up being subjugated at every possible turn. I was objectified in the most profound of ways. Like, literally, people in my alienage could be raped, beaten, tortured, whatever, and there was absolutely no consequence. We were left to eat scraps while people sat in Denerim and filled their bellies, right? So one of the key things that I think a lot of folks miss the mark on when getting frustrated with people in positions of nobility and power is they assume that people in positions of nobility and power and privilege share the same sensibilities and orientation to the world that they do. They don't. They are a product of their environment in the same way that, in this case, I am. So when she talks about the importance of the decorum of this event, when she talks about how meaningful the Arl is, the castle itself, she's speaking to her experience in a similar way that any of us would do that in our own way. She doesn't possess the diverse representation that would be necessary to self-reflect on what she just said as being tone deaf. She literally lacks the skill. Now, does that make it okay? Should we just go with what she says because of that lack of representation? No, absolutely not. It's problematic in the grand scheme of how things are. The good news is, me in a position of power, having the background that I have, This is why it is so important to get people from marginalized groups into positions of power, because we can add a level of perspective here. I can make a choice of where the soldiers go. She doesn't actually have power here. She has perceived power and privilege. So when I say to her, I'm protecting the countryside because those people matter a lot. I get that it's distressing to you that there's a chance that the Arl itself is, that the Arling or whatever is going to get harmed by this. But yeah, that's a real risk that a lot of people are dealing with, and I'm not about to sacrifice our freaking food supply so that you can have comfy robes and sit by the fire and read your books. When we're dealing with a blight, there's a lot, like, you're gonna have to be uncomfortable, lady, and that's, I just, you know, there's not any amount of education I'm gonna provide you in this moment that's gonna change that. So I just have to make the tough decision. She can push back all she wants, but she doesn't actually have any real power here. She has the power of perception, of reputation. She doesn't have the power of actual, like, arms and resource, or a resource that matters in the context of this blight. So I get where she's coming from. Good news is I get to make the decision. I don't have to be infuriated watching somebody like her make decisions that harm other people because of the fact that she lacks diverse representation by virtue of where she comes from. So, I mean, if I think about this in sum, this woman is coming from a position, like her own relative context and development and environment, as is this guy who is the farmer. They have different perceived and actual needs as a result of that. And when that happens, you have quite a bit of conflict. And so, as a person in a position of leadership, I have to take the 30,000-foot view here, as I think all of us should do in our interactions, and make the decision that's best for the good of everybody and spreads the resources as well as we can, as opposed to stockpiling it on a small group at the behest of the people who are actually doing the work to make those resources available to the rich in the first place. So my decision is going to be to support this guy as opposed to make sure that she's all comfy cozy in her big extravagant digs. No, I didn't, Dorky.
Warden Commander, we've all heard so much about you. So many good things, unbelievable things. But many of your deeds cost people here a chance at great advancement. So many fortunes were deeply intertwined with the old Arl. Some nobles here, they seek to end your dominion over them.
Yeah, I'm sure they do. I've gathered that already.
Perhaps you do not know the full extent of their determination. I've had occasion to intercept some of their missives. They are cryptic things. Any individual message is unintelligible, but together they form a pattern. They mean to end you before you can begin. A deadly coalition.
Yeah, doesn't surprise me at all. A conspiracy to murder me. I'm flattered. I don't know that I want to be dismissive of this because I think she's going out on a limb to tell me this. I also think that there's a chance that she stands to gain something in assuming that I'm going to do something about this. Like, if she gives me the names, or if I go and, you know, take care of these guys before they take care of me, maybe there's more resources and advancement available to her. I think every single person here has an angle. That's just how life works. Everybody's got an angle. Whether you acknowledge it or not, you've got an agenda, you've got an angle. Doesn't mean that necessarily everybody is nefarious and manipulative and awful. But when we're talking to nobility here, which is what we're doing, we're in the game. We are in the political game. It is not so much about tangible, concrete, movable resources. We're talking about perception and reputation and advancement and status. All the, you know, nice, fun things that we can care about when our stomachs are full and when we have shelter. So she might have an angle here. I'm not going to fully trust what she has to say. I would like to see the data myself in order to make my own conclusions based on what, and it also is going to give me a lot of information on who she calls out, what those things say, where she got them, etc. I want to see these missives.
Given a few days, I can retrieve the messages. I would have brought them tonight, but I didn't know if warning you would be wise. I've much to lose and precious little to gain. Farewell. We will meet again soon.
Yeah, we'll see about that. Okay. Let's see. No, Kristoff, I think, to answer your question very briefly, I think it's because of what they learned and what's represented to them, not ego. Ego is a convenient excuse. It is a bit oversimplified. All right, here we go. Seneschal, what am I turning into you?
Let me know if you want the nobles cleared out. If you want the ceremony to end.
I should get back to mingling. If I've got a few more people to mingle with, I want to make sure that I do that. That guy gets it. People are insufferable and they don't even know it. Okay. Lord Guy. What's up, Lord Guy? Lord Guy. This is Lord Guy.
It's an honor to have you as our liege, Commander.
Thank you, Lord Guy.
Villages come and go, but a city that has been sacked can take generations to recover.
Ooh, a book. The First Warden. Ooh. The nominal leader of our order is the First Warden, but you can expect little assistance or guidance so far from the Anderfels. Even those close to Weishaupt learn to suffer alone. The murmurs are true. The First Warden is often embroiled in the politics of the Anderfels and has little opportunity to consider worldly matters. I would like to believe it is a matter of survival, not of political self-interest. Know that your mission is vital. You carry the hopes of our order. The highest among us holds noble titles outside the Anderfels. Perhaps we will be better situated when the next blight comes, as we all know it must. Confidential report for the Warden Commander that's just sitting wide open on a mantle in the middle of a thing where everybody could read it.
You need anything, Commander? Farewell to you.
You've sold me everything I needed, sir. Thank you.
Let me know if you want the nobles cleared out. If you want the ceremony to end, I mean.
Edelbrick said we're not defending the farmlands.
Edelbrick speaks truly, sir, but things are dire. He and Ban Esmeralda both contest the deployment of soldiers, but we don't have enough men. It's a matter of what you want to protect. The city, the land, trade.
Amaranthine has its walls. Let the farmers have our soldiers. Trade must flow. We need supplies to fight the Darkspawn. Let's do our best to protect them all. Oh, that is just, I think, way too idealistic. Let's leave this to Captain Garaville. I don't know about that. I want the farms to have soldiers.
As you wish.
You have assigned soldiers to defend the farms. You can't live without food. You're damn right we can't.
Let me know if you want the nobles cleared out. If you want the ceremony to end, I mean.
Who do I need to know here? I should have asked you this before I went around, but whatever.
There's really only two who can offer real support in the war. Lord Edelbrick, master of the Firavel Plains, controls more farmland than anyone else. He's powerful and popular. Ban Esmeralda rules the city. Wealthiest in the room by far. She may not be loved, but she cannot be ignored.
Boy, I don't know that I want to out the person with the conspiracy because I don't have any data to back that up. Like, it's literally hearsay at this point. And I can hold my own if I get attacked, so. I should get back to it. Well, wait a minute. Am I not allowed to go on unless I mention this to him? I guess not. I have heard of a conspiracy against me.
Do you know the conspirators? The right of high justice is yours, and treachery is a capital offense.
No idea. It's speculation at this point. It could be nothing.
Better to be a touch paranoid than turning up face down in a ditch. To proceed, we'd need strong proof, and that'll be hard to gather. There are options. Some I would not recommend. They could turn the nobles fierce.
What are they?
We could have some soldiers try to spy on the nobility. I suppose that might bear fruit. There are also rumors of someone called the Dark Wolf, who finds information for a fee. Dangerous fellow, by all accounts.
What wouldn't you recommend?
You could invite a member of each of the noble families to stay as prolonged guests. And if anything untoward happens, well, you get the picture.
Yeah, I don't
This is
like
a
that.
terribly Orlesian thing to do.
Yeah, I'm not into that. Hostages it is. Jesus Christ. Where can I find Dark Wolf?
No idea, honestly. Somewhere in the foreign quarter of Amaranthine is all I know.
Leave the matter to be. I'll take my chances.
I suppose there's little to worry about. Anything else?
Ceremony's gone on long enough. Any insight into the Seneschal's word choice of clearing out the nobles? No. I think he just gets that it's annoying that I have to interact with nobles in a time of actual problems. The problems of nobility become total bullshit when we got bigger fish to fry. Ceremony's gone on long enough, man. Get this shit out of here.
As you wish, Commander. Clear the hall. The Commander has business to attend to.
Easily sidetracked. Is that right? Is that how you see me, BioWare? Okie dokie. More books. I can't remember. Do these have... Okay. The Warrior's Heart. Vassals and their liege. Some kingdoms rigidly define the rights of vassals and their duty to their liege. In Ferelden, a relatively new kingdom, the Arls and Arlesses theoretically command their Arlings, bands, and lords. In practice, those lessers often zealously maintain their independence. Some Ferelden vassals must be goaded instead of ordered, swayed, not ruled. Vassals owe military obligations to their liege, yet often deny even sworn oaths and signed contracts. In contrast, the vassals expect their liege's protection, despite provocation otherwise. The successful Ferelden liege applies force, persuasion, and duplicity in equal measure. From a guide to statecraft, published anonymously. Hell yeah, anonymous. Thanks for the assist. Alright, I guess we're getting out of here, huh? Oh, look at this. Look at this big ass party. Have they cleared it out yet?
The men are still
Nope.
clearing the rubble in the basement. They'll be finished soon.
Oh, what's our world map? Ooh, okay. So the Chernobyl estate, the Forlorn Cove, and the city of Amaranthine. Where do I want to go, man? One of your vassals has asked you to rescue his daughter, Eileen Bensley. Her kidnappers are demanding 30 sovereigns delivered to an abandoned chantry in Forlorn Cove. I can do that. The farmer told her family are under threat from Darkspawn. She's promised to put in a good word with Lord Edelbrick if you can protect them. Okay. You've killed some Darkspawn in the basement, but rubble blocks progress. We gotta wait for that. Wade can make better armor for your soldiers if you find deposits of metals. Good. Mistress Woolsey has asked you to persuade merchants to come to the keep. Beryl says someone called the Dark Wolf might be able to learn more about a conspiracy against you. Although the Dark Wolf is notoriously secretive, he is likely found somewhere in Amaranthine. There's a lot of Amaranthine shit going on. Okay, City of Amaranthine, City of Amaranthine, City of Amaranthine. Alright, so we got a lot of stuff. So of course we're not going to go to Amaranthine yet, because we're going to do some other cool stuff. I want to go to the Forlorn Cove. Oh no! We've been attacked!
Wait. I want to talk to you. You set me free. Just let me go. Despite what I said or what I might do. I want to know why.
What up, Nathaniel? If you don't remember this guy, this is Arl Howe's son, I believe, or cousin or some shit like that, and he's the guy that we released from jail last episode. I want to know why. That's cool. Okay, so here's what my guess is of what happened. This guy had a single story that he had represented to himself about the Grey Wardens and about me relative to the Grey Wardens. Probably was propagandized by Logain in the same way that his father was, as Grey Wardens being ruthless assholes that just do whatever they want, and then they killed his father, so it confirmed that story for him. was hurt by the Grey Wardens. So his schema for what Grey Wardens do and what they're capable of was very limited. When I released him from jail and I allowed him to take his things with him, I think that totally scrambled the representation that he has in his mind of what Grey Wardens do. It cut completely across his expectation. So what happens, as we've talked about numerous times on this stream, is that creates anxiety for people. People don't really like that. It would have been a lot easier if I had been a ruthless dick when I came into the jail cell, but I wasn't. So now he's like seeking some sort of closure. He needs an explanation for why I acted in the way that I did. So he is attempting to gather information from me as a form of inconsistency compensation, so that he can hear it from the horse's mouth and hopefully accommodate a new expectation for Grey Wardens. So we are actively changing the internal representation he has of Grey Wardens. So this isn't even just about Nathaniel. This is about anybody that Nathaniel is going to interact with going forward about Grey Wardens. A Grey Warden showed him mercy. The same Grey Warden that slayed his father. Pretty amazing thing. So I actually love that we're about to have this conversation with him. It makes a lot of sense. In fact, I look at this as being very mature and speaks very highly of him, that he is willing to be curious about this rather than come to his own conclusions that maybe align with that pre-existing expectation that he had. Or maybe he thinks I did that from some ulterior motive that comes out of a place of hostility, when I know that it did not. The inconsistency compensation mechanism he's using in this case is called affirmation. He's trying to get affirmed from me so that he can accommodate. Very, very cool. When you violate people's expectations relative to whatever identity you hold and what their internal representation of that is, it can create a scramble. If you're a person whose representation of a person or a group of people gets scrambled by a experience that you have, do what this guy's doing. Lean into that, ask questions, and maybe second guess your expectations instead of immediately thinking that there's some sort of ulterior motive, that you must be wrong or that this must be an anomaly. Our internal schemas of different types of people and groups and identities is very powerful. But it can be massaged and had nuance added to it if we just allow it to happen. Okay, so you set me free, just let me go despite what I said or what I might do. I want to know why. I told you why.
I see. Take me with you. Make me a Grey Warden.
Really? That's a really interesting request. And I have a theory for why that would be something that he's interested in. Which is that I actually think it brings him a bit closer to a perspective on his father. A Grey Warden killed his father. A Grey Warden had some level of directive and agenda in that. And I wonder if becoming part of the Grey Wardens would help him better understand the people who killed his father. I mean, again, this guy is showing me a level of nuance and maturity in this that I really admire. Now, the only thing that I would want to make sure is that Nathaniel understands the risk. Like, you do understand that you're going to have to drink a vial of Darkspawn blood and that it is potentially going to kill you. And sure, it could be less. I mean, it might be that he's trying to understand his father's killers. It could also be that he's trying to differentiate himself from his father. It could be that upon reflection, he's realizing that his dad sucked. So he's like, I don't want to be aligned with my father, both internally and externally. I need to create an identity that is my own. I need to engage autonomy by making an active choice to become a Grey Warden. That is certainly possible, too. People find all sorts of ways to create and develop autonomy from their caregivers, particularly if their caregivers are not particularly great. So I do give this guy credit for that as well. That very well could be what he's doing. We call that differentiation. Also, Brian, good to see you, buddy. It's not that easy, Nathaniel. You have to drink Darkspawn blood. You might die.
I have nowhere to go. I fully expected to die in there. Maybe I even wanted to. But you let me go. Make me a Grey Warden. Let me try, please.
I have no reason to be shitty with him. He has been nothing but honest with me throughout the entire time that I've known him. Even when he was in the cell, he was willing to talk to me. He told me his intentions. He told me, I mean, he has shot straight arrows at me the entire time that I have known him. He is presenting very authentically here. He didn't have to come find me. He doesn't have to make this request. I literally said, take your shit and go and live your life. And so he sought me out and is trying to find me again so that he can do this. So I really give Nathaniel a ton of credit here for his development. I don't think he's trying to have me replace his father. No. And so I don't want to be hostile toward him. Right? Like, you think this will redeem your name, do you? That is a shitty thing to say. That's me making an assumption about his intentions, and that doesn't get us off on the right foot. He has no reason for me to say that. Why should I ever trust you? Why wouldn't I trust him? He's been completely trustworthy the entire time I've known him. He has literally shot straight with me. He told me I was going to kill you. It reminds me of something that I've talked about before in past playthroughs, which is that, like, if you're thinking about cheating on your partner, you should tell them. Like one of the number one ways that people don't cheat is when they say to their partner, I've been thinking about having an affair. It's very hard to do, but it's true. And then you can problem solve that. You can work with it. So when this guy told me, yeah, dude, the whole reason I'm here was because I was trying to kill you, that's truth. This guy is nothing but trustworthy. So for me to think that this guy is untrustworthy, if he had lied to me, if he had fed me lines of bullshit that I knew were not true, then yeah, why would I trust you? But he shot straight the whole way through. Don't ever punish people for telling you the truth. Even if it's ridiculously hard to hear, never punish people for telling you the truth. It's hard to do sometimes. This guy looked a Grey Warden commander, hero of Ferelden, in the eye and said, yeah, dude, I'm trying to kill you. I admire that. I appreciate that. No thanks, you're not needed. That's bullshit. Very well. We'll see how you do with the joining. I'm willing to let him try. Totally willing to let him try. Seems like a good dude to have on my side.
Nothing to fear.
Welcome to the party, buddy.
Let's get moving.
Hopefully he lives. Suck ass if he doesn't. Anything else here? Wow, they made this whole area just so you could talk to this guy. Pretty neat. World map. Yeah. So we literally just, that's it. Snazzy, what's up, man? Thank you very much for the 22 months. I appreciate that. And Garnar, love you, buddy. Thanks for 37 months. And Chomp, gather your party and venture forth. Let's go. All right, bud. Let's see what the Forlorn Cove has for us. I was genuinely terrified Dr. Mick was going to have to go through this whole DLC solo somehow. Hey, who knows? I mean, I don't make the decisions that... I mean, I make the decisions I make with the information I have.
Another
Here we go.
step and poor Lady Eileen dies. Where's Lord Bensley? The deal was he'd give us the money himself.
This guy has me at a disadvantage because he knows more about what's going on here than I do. I do not have all the information. Information would be very powerful here. The deal was that he'd give me the money himself. And now I could throw my title at him and hope my reputation precedes me, but that may... I mean, I guess an act of aggression is not terrible. Problem is, if they have her... Like, if there's literally a dude sitting in a tent with a sword to this chick's throat, that's no bueno, right? Because if I say the wrong thing, he could be like, cut her! And boom, we're done. So... I do have the ransom. I don't mind paying the 30 sovereigns, as much as I don't want to reinforce that behavior. I mean, a human life for 30 sovereigns, I'll take it. So I could do the whole Bensley couldn't make it, right? Or Lord Bensley sent the commander of the Grey instead. I think that's probably the better show of force here. Lord Bensley sent the commander of the Grey. Like, I'm gonna puff my chest out here.
That's the one who killed the archdemon. Andraste, preserve me. Shut your trap. We still have the girl.
Good. Okay, so I have sown seeds of discord within this group. Fantastic, right? So now what I've done is I have leverage, because that guy is like, oh, Jesus, man, I don't want to fight this guy. This guy, right? Now this guy is like going to overcompensate as it relates to that. But this is good, because when we have a non-unified front, we break this group up, they lose a lot of power. This is the whole reason when people try to, like, unionize. This is the whole reason why corporations try to break up a union, because people are so powerful. One of the ways that you do that is you sow seeds of discord, of dissonance into the group, and you make them fight at each other and not be on the same page, and then there's no movement. So I now have the upper hand here. I have broken the ransomers union. Oh God, am I Amazon? There's a river of blood behind me. Touch her if you dare. So this plays up this guy's fear. Okay. Or I could keep going. I think I need to step on the gas here, because this guy could be overcompensating out of a place of fear. I'm not afraid of a fight. I know I can whoop these guys' asses, so I'm not afraid of a fight. So I'm going to step on the gas here and keep this guy separated from this guy. There's a river of blood behind me. I just walked over a bridge to get here. You look under that bridge, a lot of blood, man. Go ahead, touch her. See what happens.
Hold! Bloody hold!
Yep, see, guys, jump in that river of blood.
Kill the warden!
Yeah.
Now!
Yeah, you got some smart guys. You, on the other hand... Well, that guy's really gonna still try... What? That guy's still gonna try to fight me? Are you kidding? Okay. Whatever, man. Powerful physique allows the character to not decide enemies who are in the way while this mode is active. The character... Oh, that's cool. Man, this guy would have been smarter if he'd jumped off the ledge like the other guy. He would have. Oh, what's up, Dr. WD40? Also, Super CHP, thank you for the raid. Dr. WD40, man, what's up? I hope you are doing well, fellow knowledge fellowshipper. Love that. Those of you that are coming along with Dr. WD40, hello. I am Dr. Mick.
Thank you.
I'm a licensed couple and family therapist. I have a PhD in human development, and this is Game Sessions with a Therapist, where we play cool games like Dragon Age Origins. We talk about mental health, psychology, therapy, and more in an effort to destigmatize those things and bring information to people who wouldn't otherwise have it in a responsible and ethical way. I don't do therapy on stream. I do answer questions related to mental health, usually at the beginning of streams or in Discord, so I encourage you to come to follow so you can come hang out with us sometime when I start stream. But I also do Let's Play content where I use popular role-playing games to illustrate psychological concepts, talk about mental health and relationships, and we have a good time doing it. We're playing Dragon Age Origins Awakening. This is part 2 of that DLC. I just ask, if you're new here, that you not spoil or backseat, because this is a blind run, so my analysis is far more effective when it comes from a organic space. So I appreciate you being here, Dr. WD40. I hope you had a great stream. Appreciate you bringing some love over here. Those of you that are coming along with Dr. WD-40, I hope you're doing well. I hope you hang out with us for a little while. We have a great community here. And, yeah. Check out the other links. I got a lot of playthroughs on YouTube.
I thought I was going to die.
Wait, is she just running away? Where are you going? Do you not want to talk to your saviors?
All right.
Tooth of the Mountain Father. It's a cool name. Take that. Also, we got a level dude ski up here. Let's give you more vitality. That's probably good. Some clarity. All right, assassin, exploit weakness, lacerate, feast on fallen. Hell yeah, give me that. Ooh, we got a lock picker. Love that. Coup de grace. Master Archer, suppressing fire, scatter shot, accuracy. Yeah, let's get his bow up too. Get ourselves some range. Alrighty. Alright. Where did she go? Did she just straight up run away? She's like, ooh! Mosley the snake. Yeah, she must have. That was it. Nathaniel's joining. I don't know that I want to do that yet. Let's milk him for everything he's got before we do that. Beckdorf, thank you for the 15 months. I appreciate that a lot. Vigils Keep. All right, let's go out to the Chernobyl estate. For generations, the Chernobyls have been among Amaranthine's most prosperous farming families. Their estates cover countless acres in the southern Farival Plains. Let's do it. She hasn't heard about the River of Blood. It's true. It's true. My River of Blood is in front of her now. Oh, God. What's up? Hey, what up, Darkspawn? Something Darkspawn! Affecting Nathaniel's good. Well, I guess he can. I just need to be a Grey Warden so I can kill him. That's allow me to tank this, my good sir. Yeah.
Time to die. Keep them on their toes!
Nice.
All right.
What's the deal with the shockwave going out from you? It's an aggro thing. It's this. So when I do this, I'm intimidating to all of the enemies. Oh God, there's oh jeez. Oh jeez.
Yes.
Okay. Come here, ogre. Oh, this is the emissary. Oh, we gotta get the emissary now. How about this? I will fight the ogre. How about you kill the emissary? We both have to kill the emissary, man. I can't get shit until he's dead. Alright, now he's dead. Now we're good. Okay.
To battle!
This damn tree out of the way.
Into the fray!
The hell? Okay. you just Shadow of Mordor that troll? Pretty much.
Yes.
Oh no, good wife Elena, Chernobyl. No. No. What have they done? Oh no. There's more of them. Okay, cool. Can't wait. Definitely wanted to fight more of them. I could just one hit kill everyone, man. I do like that I don't have to worry about Nathaniel getting hit. Killed the Darkspawn on the Chernobyl estate, but were unable to save the family. Bummer, man. A diamond! Oh, I'm gonna take good wife Velena Chernobyl's engagement ring. I mean, she's not using it.
Yes.
Storm Chaser boots. Not too bad. I actually wonder if those are better for me, because I'm not ranged. So we're gonna throw those boots on. Let's give old Nathaniel maybe some of these boots here. Let's get him all outfitted in some cool shit. Charred corpse, large wooden round shield. Oh, I wanted to check on Nathaniel's bow. Is this better? 8 damage, 8 attack, damage 9.60. Yeah, give my boy that bow. Alright, let's get out of here. Alright, back to Vigil's Keep before we go to Amaranthine. How's it going, Valdrick or Voldrick?
Right you are, Warden. We'll get these walls rebuilt for you. Ho!
Ho! Ho! Yeah.
The men are still clearing the rubble in the basement. They'll be finished soon.
All right.
Alright, my guy.
From this moment forth, Nathaniel Howe, you are a Grey Warden.
The moment of truth.
The Howe is stronger than I expected. For better or for worse, he will live.
My guy. There we go. Hey. Nathaniel. Nathaniel Howe is the son of disgraced Rendon Howe and among the last scions of the once great family. He blames the Grey Wardens for his father's death and had intended to assassinate the Warden commander. Upon seeing Vigil's Keep, however, his childhood home, Nathaniel decided to simply reclaim some family treasures. The Wardens caught Nathaniel breaking in. Mick released Nathaniel, letting him leave with his family's possessions. Such mercy had an effect on Nathaniel. He returned, seeking to become a Warden himself. Nathaniel undertook the joining and survived. Nathaniel is a sensible fellow who values practical gifts over useless trinkets. Alright, we got ourselves a Grey Warden. That feels good.
Commander.
Commander. That's me. Alright, let's get out of here. Actually, no. Oh, well. Okay.
Yes.
I guess I could have pulled some stuff out of that chest, but hey, Nathaniel.
I don't think we should dally here.
No. Absolutely not, Grey Warden. Love it. Alright, to the city of Amaranthine. The port city of Amaranthine. Outside of Ferelden, the city of Amaranthine is now synonymous with the Arling herself, but before the Orlesian invasion it was only a modest fishing village despite a deep port well suited to commerce. At the time, few other kingdoms had any need to trade with the Ferelden barbarians. The city changed rapidly when the Orlesians came. They built temporary docks to accommodate ships packed with chevaliers, and for a time, Amaranthine was the capital of occupied Ferelden. The Band of Amaranthine became one of the wealthiest nobles in the kingdom, as goods like wool were leached from the city's swollen ports. During the liberation, the fleeing Orlesians looted the city but left it otherwise unscarred. She recovered quickly. Ironically, Amaranthine's current prosperity is the legacy of Orlesian occupation. Do not share that opinion with the locals, mind. From Annals of Northern Ferelden by Brother Badine, Chantry Scholar. I'm actually kind of excited to see what this place is like.
All right.
Discarded journal. In this old journal, an elf who lived in Amaranthine writes about the hardships of daily life and the unrealized hopes of his people. Alright, so we got some folks in a tent outside.
Ah, it's the Warden Commander. The rumors about you did not overstate it. I have a business proposal. Look for me by the house near the gates. I promise it will be worthwhile.
Alright, see you later. What's up, villager?
We'll all be dead when the Darkspawn come.
Bleak. Morale is not high, apparently, here in Amaranthine. This place is cool as hell.
They used to display the heads of traitors over that gate. I suppose my father is lucky his didn't end up there.
Ooh, we're gonna be doing lots of grieving together, eh, Nathaniel? That's okay. I'm ready for that.
Please let me into the city. Please, sir.
Oh boy, we got refugees.
The guards. They won't let anyone into the city, but it's dangerous outside the walls.
You there.
Hey, what are you staring at? Looking to start something?
No, man. You Colbert?
Who's asking?
The Grey Wardens and Vigil's Keep received your report.
Oh, here to investigate the chasm, are you? It's about time. I can't take all the credit for finding the rift, you know. Mika here fell in first.
Silly Mika. What happened, man?
Well, it's quite a ways out of town. We were tracking a buck off in that direction, you see, before this darkspawn mess. We'd been on his tail for about a week at that point. I'd wager he thought it was great fun leading us on a merry chase as he did.
Go on.
That buck was a sly one, he was. He had big feet and a... Oh, the chasm, yes.
Thank you.
We saw it coming over a rise. It was really something to behold. A huge cleft, as though the Maker himself had cracked the earth in two, like an egg.
I like eggs.
It looked like someone had tried to build over it, but it must have been abandoned a long time ago. No one in town knew about it.
I like eggs. Oh, man. What happened then?
Well, of course, we had to investigate. That was when Mika fell in. A shriek like you wouldn't believe, and he was gone.
Earth crumbled,
Not stable.
Right. And as Mika lay there yelling about his knee or his head or what have you, the darkspawn appeared.
Then what happened? So, I just want this guy to tell the story. I don't want to add my own qualifiers in there. I don't want to let on what I think is important. I just want him to tell me what happened. What happened then?
They seemed occupied, like they had someplace really important they had to be. Didn't notice us at all, thank the Maker. I marked the chasm on my map so we could avoid it, but sounds like you want to know where it is, so here you go. So, we getting anything for our trouble?
Here's a sovereign, my guy.
A whole sovereign. If there's ever a reason to fall into a darkspawn pit, here it is. Maker bless you.
I am a benevolent god. Colbert and Micah told you they encountered darkspawn near a chasm in the Knotwood Hills. Find the chasm they discovered and eradicate the beasts. Ooh, I kind of want to do that, but let's make sure that we don't have other shit to do in the Knotwood Hills before we do that. I like eggs. Ash Warrior Axe. Okay. Nice to have somebody who can open these chests for me. Nathaniel is quite useful.
Don't touch me! Don't!
Okay, I won't. I'm not trying to. What's up, buddy?
Ah, Warden Commander. I knew you'd come. You know an opportunity when it presents itself, no? I offer a partnership that would benefit us both.
Man, I gotta tell you, you do not do well in interactions when you make assumptions about people before they show you what they're about. Like this guy coming into this conversation hot and being like, you seem like an opportunist. You stand so little to gain from that. There is so much more of a chance that you are going to completely miss the mark. And then now we have to deconstruct the assumption that you have about me before we have any kind of meaningful engagement. If you have assumptions about people, don't make them known at the outset of a conversation like this. Just get to what's the reason that you're here, connect with them in some kind of meaningful way. Don't engage with your assumptions, because when you do that, you're off on the wrong foot. I don't need to sit here trying to justify who I am to you because you have the wrong idea. Let's get to the nitty gritty. Let's talk about what you have to offer, and I'll set boundaries from there. I fail to see how working with you could benefit me. I don't think so. Criminals like you should be brought to justice. Attack. Holy shit, that's intense. Have a partnership that would benefit us both. I fail to see how working with you could benefit me. Yeah, justify this, bitch.
There have been problems with trade, as I'm sure you're aware. However, my associates, through certain channels, are able to bring supplies into Amaranthine. There is some profit in this. And as the ruler of these lands, we believe you are entitled to a cut.
Are you out of your mind? This guy doesn't know who he's talking to. Oh my god. But. We know that he's out of his mind proposing something like that. But we always have to take, you have to take context into account here. We have to remember it has only been a few months since these people across all of Ferelden were propagandized by Tyrion Loghain about what the Grey Wardens are all about. So it doesn't surprise me that this guy thinks that I'm self-serving, that he thinks I'm in this for myself, that I'm only operating on my own goals, and that I used my Grey Wardenship to meet that end. I understand why he's asking me to do this. Now, I know that I'm going to act with integrity, and that I think that this is absolutely abhorrent, that I'm trying to make a profit while there are people that are legitimately struggling during a blight. But he doesn't know that. He's operating off, and this is why I say him operating off of an assumption is a terrible idea. You don't want to operate off of assumptions. You don't want to operate off of necessarily what people have told you other people are. You want to make that observation for yourself. Because if this guy took a second to try to get to know who he's talking to, he might see that this is a proposal that does not look favorably upon him. Know your audience and pay attention to context. So I don't take this personally. I don't take this as him thinking I'm some sort of idiot. So I'm not going to be reactive to it. I understand where this is coming from, but I am going to reject it. I don't want your money.
Ah, I was afraid you might say that. It is your duty to uphold law and order in your lands, after all. Good day, Warden Commander.
Beat it. Smuggler's Cove? What?
What now? I'll get on it. Immediately.
Key required. Oh, I can't get in there? Bummer. I forgot that I could do those. So what did that unlock for me? These. Ooh, okay. Champion. Oh, that's right. Okay, so champion. Guardian. Guardian dedicated to protecting builds a shield around a party member that absorbs an amount of damage based on the Guardian's constitution attribute. Guardian sheaths to the entire party in mystical protection, granting each member a temporary bonus to armor. Ooh. The Guardian has committed to life as a true defender. Guardian shield now absorbs more damage, and fortifying presence now provides greater armor bonus. Guardian makes a personal sacrifice in order to preserve allies, creating a field that pulls the foe back toward the Guardian if it tries to leave the field, unless the enemy passes a physical resistance check. Maybe not quite as exciting as I had hoped. The champion lets out a fearsome cry, gives nearby enemies a penalty to attack with superiority. Nearby enemies are also knocked down. I like this. Key can be so assassin, ranger, and duelist. I probably want assassin or bard. I definitely want ranger. Duelist, I think. We'll go bard. And Ranger calls a powerful bear to fight alongside the party. Hell yeah, dude. You kidding me? What's up, putt dog? That guy took it well because that guy knows who he's messing with. If that guy tries to push against the Warden Commander, he's got no chance. Homer's Toys. Bell collar. Box is cool. What's up, man?
My pardon, sir. I was paid a whole sovereign to give this letter to you. I told him I did. There are easier ways of getting a message to the Commander of the Grey.
Who gave this to you?
Some visiting knight didn't catch his face.
Am I drunk?
You know. He said he was Sir Wolf of Ravane.
Wolf, as in the Dark Wolf?
Ah, the Dark Wolf's nothing but a rumour. Mind you, he was acting suspicious.
Remember anything else?
No, sir. Again, my pardon. If the smugglers keep driving up the price of supplies... If the smugglers keep driving up the price of supplies...
Then what are you going to do about it?
Why won't you let us
If the smugglers keep driving up the price of supplies...
All right. Oh god, I don't. Okay. What's going on here?
Those smugglers are bastards for taking advantage of the chaos.
Agreed.
We need supplies. My children are hungry.
But if they're smugglers because they're refugees and because they're struggling, it makes a little more sense.
Excuse me, but I need to search your packs for smuggled goods.
Alright, we'll play nice. I got nothing to hide.
Thank you. I will make this quick.
What are you doing, man? Are you accusing the Commander of the Grey of smuggling?
But You said everyone...
You are dismissed.
He should search me. He should. Whoa.
I apologize. Smugglers and thieves have all but taken over the city.
That's privilege. Right there. That is privilege. In my case, by title. But that... exceptions. Benefit of the doubt. You should search everybody. It doesn't matter who you are. You absolutely check. If you're going to check one person, check everybody. The idea that you would only check people who look suspicious or who fit the profile that you have in your mind of people who would steal and smuggle means that you are more likely to stop marginalized folks just because of what they look like and because of who they are. The fact that I'm the Grey Warden, I could be packing tons of smuggled shit right now, and then he just got called off because of my title. That's privilege right there. Easy peasy, perfect example of what it looks like. You get the benefit of the doubt. Glad to see you're taking precautions. You should have done it against me too.
Yes, Warden Commander. The smugglers have us scrambling, to be honest. We could certainly use your help in this. Come speak to me later if you're interested.
I would yell at that guy, be like, yo, that guy was following orders. He should have checked everything. Sorry about
Greetings,
that, man.
Warden Commander.
Thank you. Thank you. Constable Aiden.
Ah, Warden Commander. I take it you've decided to help us.
I haven't really decided anything.
I apologize for presuming too much. I was just hoping for an end to this trouble. With trade slowed to a crawl, smugglers have moved in, selling stolen goods at exorbitant prices. If we could shut down their operation and seize their supplies, we could distribute it to the needy.
I'm into that. I like that. I'll deal with that.
There is a smuggler doing business in the market. He probably knows where the hideout is. We haven't been able to get anything from him, but maybe you can.
Hell yeah, give me the key. All right, I'm into that. They're trying to make sure that merchants aren't ripping folks off. I can get on board.
You're going beyond the call of duty, Warden Commander. We're grateful.
Yes, I am a benevolent god. We have established this.
I'm gonna book passage on a ship to Orlais.
Where'd you get the money?
Sold everything we had. At least we'll be able to get away from the Darkspawn.
For now.
Why don't the guards do anything about these smugglers?
Probably drained on resources. That would be my guess. Also, there's probably people in positions of power that stand to benefit from having smugglers in the city, as much as I hate to say that. I'm cynical in that way.
With trade halted, I can't get my silks from Denerim.
Oh.
It's just awful.
Oh my god. You mean you've got to wear cotton in your britches? Sorry to hear that, man. The horror. Please keep Amaranthine clean.
Why aren't the Darkspawn going away?
I hear it's a plot started by the Grey Wardens to get tithes from the nobles.
Dude, boy. Man, rumor mill is strong here, huh? What's going on here? Brick killed a tree. She stabbed it with a trident.
Mages. Make her blight them all, that's what.
Okay.
It's the Grey Wardens.
Suspicious guard. What makes him suspicious? The fact that he's wearing this goofy-ass helmet when nobody else is? What's up?
I see you got my letter, Commander. It's an honor to meet you.
Who are you?
The less you know of me, the better. But by some, I am called the Dark Wolf. In the depths of the city, there is murmuring. Murmuring that nobles want you dead. I'd like to help.
By doing what? Why do you want to help me?
You see, I have hopes that the Wardens will prove more fit to rule this land than the late Earl Rendon Howe. His confederates are the conspirators. But to unearth their identities, I'll need resources. 50 sovereigns.
Jesus, dude. Everybody's bleeding. Man, everybody's bleeding me dry here. That's a huge amount of money, dude. I wish I could check how much sovereigns I have. So you're doing this out of some sense of civic duty?
Corrupt, miserly nobles have beggared many a proud commoner. Some commoners turn to distasteful occupations just to survive. Is it not fitting that they would want to strike back in the only way they're able?
That's fair. I mean, I'm into it, but you're asking for a ton of money, man. I don't have that much.
Too rich for you? I will wait.
It is too rich for me. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Your boy's gonna have to sell some shit off here. If I want to pay for this guy. Jeez, man. 50 sovereigns. You know, if you... Okay. Perfect, right? This guy, I get it. You know, people got to make a living. But if this guy is really acting on principle, lower that rate. Lower that rate. If you really believe that the Darkspawn, or that the Grey Warden should be leading everything, if you really believe in your cause, he's leveraging my uncertainty and my fear to make a profit. And I don't appreciate that. Like, cool, you know something I don't know. But don't come over here telling me that this is all about principle. This is about profit, too. Otherwise, you wouldn't charge an exorbitant amount of money for this shit. The man's virtue signaling to me. I don't like it. I don't like it. Wool padding. Studded leather helm. Can I have mine? Stairs to the battlements. Let's see what else is over here. Stairs to the battlements. Oh, what's this? Kendrick, what's up, man?
Greetings, Warden Commander. You're the sort who delights in helping the common man, yes? May I direct you to the Merchants Guild's board?
All right. What's the board for?
Folk here often need goods from far-flung parts. They post the requests here. There is good coin in this, particularly with trade halted by the trouble on the roads. If you ever feel inclined, please take a look at the jobs available.
All right. What we got? The merchant's goods. I am in desperate search for lost Olasian silks. They left Denerim in a caravan bound for Amaranthine several weeks ago. I fear this caravan met the same fate as others before it. If you find the silks, please deliver them to Kendrick of the Merchants Guild. He will see to a reward. I can do that. Alright, Mafrith's Monument. I seek someone to brave the Wending Wood to locate ancient statues. Legend states that after Andraste's death, Mafrith erected statues in the Wending Wood in penance. The statues bear missing verses from the Canticle of Mafrith, which the chantry includes among the dissonant verses. Since study of the dissonant verses is frowned upon, discretion is of utmost importance. Please deliver charcoal rubbings of the inscriptions to the Merchants Guild representative named Kendrick. A reward will await an anonymous chantry scholar. I'm into that. Give me the dissonant texts, baby. Dissonant verses. Sir Alvard's missing sword. Desperately seeking someone to travel to the village of Blackmarsh. I commissioned a sword from the village from the village's master blacksmith and asked him to hide a delivery in a crate of ordinary goods. It has not arrived, and I am distraught. My grandmother's prized black pearl was set in pommel, and I cannot afford to lose such an heirloom. If you go to the village, please inquire after the sword in person. Best regards, Sir Alvard of Amaranthine. An old notice hidden behind newer postings. Ooh. Keep out of reach of children. The Merchants Guild has received word that a lethal Antivan poison is being sold in Amaranthine, smuggled into Amaranthine by unsavory characters. Constable Aiden has asked that the guild find a way to take this poison off the streets. The Merchants Guild, of course, has nothing to do with the import of this poison and is trying our level best to cooperate with the guard. The guild will pay for each bottle of Antivan poison returned to Kendrick. Please keep this wicked substance out of the hands of our children. Merchants Guild. Nice. Right. You should do voice acting. What's up, Badger? Mervis, what's up, buddy?
Warden Commander. Thank the Maker you're finally here. I was afraid our messages never got through to you.
They got through.
Excuse my haste, but this is rather an urgent matter. Our caravans are being attacked. The wagons are burnt to ashes, and there have been no survivors. It's gotten worse lately. People from the neighbouring villages have found guards torn limb from limb and left in the village square.
Jeez. That sounds awful. Why?
I don't know. How would I know the minds of these monsters, whoever or whatever they are? Whatever it is, it's completely crippled trade between Amaranthine and Denerim. No one wants to travel the road through the Wending Wood. Can the Grey Wardens help at all?
I'll look into it if I find the time.
I suppose I have to be content with that. It is better than nothing.
Indeed.
If you can stop the killings, the Merchants Guild will make a hefty donation to your organization. You have my promise.
Say 50 sovereigns? Alright, I think we're going to be going to the Wending Wood, friends. What's up, Jugger? Yes, I was happy to see it too, man. Sleep well. Other gloves. Nah. What's up, refugee? No, I'll survive. Poison guy, what's up? Oh, yeah, give me... Oh, see, but now... Ooh! Alright, we gotta do it, though. I gotta... I'm gonna run out of money doing this shit. We'll take the lessers. Ancient Secrets of the Elves. The lore and wisdom of the Dalish Keepers, plus a special insert on frolicking in the woods. Ooh, I could sell the diamond. Alright, I got some shit I gotta... Alright, I gotta sell some stuff here. Where's the diamond that I picked up? Right? Didn't I have a diamond? Yeah, here we go. Oh. Oh, diamonds are not worth a lot, huh? Silk carpet, drake scales, bloodied bronze key, remarkable greenstone. I mean, I still have like all this shit, but I don't know that there's any of this stuff that I'm gonna want to buy here. But we're up to 35. All right, I use soup. Thank you for the prime sub. I appreciate that. All right. Check these chests. Large wooden round shield. No necesito.
There was an old lady here who used to sell apples as big as my head. I think she was a witch.
Is that right? Okay.
Greetings, could I interest you in... Wait a minute. My lad said they saw you talking to the... You'll learn not to stick your nose where it don't belong.
The hell? The hell is going on here? What in the world? Soup, thank you for watching my stuff. I appreciate that.
Surrender, and we'll be merciful. Behind you. Not bad.
Nathaniel. I like how he's pulling out a bow on point blank range.
I'm off.
Well, this sucks.
All right.
These assholes had to come in here and freak everybody out. You there, the weaponsmith. Anything good? Pure iron. That's probably good to take and give to Wade.
Like how the darkspawn just die.
Oh. If only it were that easy, sir. Oh, that says soap, doesn't it? I keep saying soup. Hi, soap. Oopsie. You there, assholes. Knew it, I'm surrounded by assholes. Keep firing, assholes. I'm an asshole too, sir. In your defense, I also enjoy soup. Good. Good, good, good. I like soup.
Surrender, and we'll be merciful.
That guy run away again. Uh-oh. I'm getting crash vibes. Yeah, look at this. Jeez, man. Who the hell is this guy? Ran away again. Good God.
I'm done with you.
Doesn't this guy know I don't want to do combat? At least we're getting some money off these guys. There it is. First crash of awakening. See, this is what's boring about this for me. It's like, because I can just sit here like this. Look, no hands. Like, I'm just clicking buttons. No skill. No, the merch will be here forever, DJ. Save your shirt will be available forever. Or, not forever, but for a long time. It's not just limited time. I kind of stopped doing limited time merch. I was doing seasonal merch for a while, and that got too complicated. Oh, good. I hope that's the last time, even though I know it isn't. Fellas, come on. There's only so much of me to go around. This guy's just like, man, that's some crazy shit going on over here. Hope everybody's okay. Another glamour charm. More. I've grown tired and weary. Chase them all around Amaranthine. Guys, you could help me out.
You let me be followed! Get rid of this fool!
Why aren't you dead yet?
Guess what? We're not done. What the hell, man? Yeah, what the hell? I'm gonna talk to this guy.
Any luck with the smugglers?
There's an abandoned house that may lead to their den.
That house has been locked up for years. To think that
I
all
walked
this time
right
it's
in.
been hiding the entrance.
I
There will
walked
surely
right
be
in.
someone on guard. Where there's a guard, there's a key.
I'll investigate.
If you can find a way into the hideout, The smugglers won't have a chance. Good luck, Commander.
Don't tell me that that guy was a smuggler. And I gotta do all that shit over again. Oh, you again.
Here to put an end to our little operation. I can't.
This isn't a normal time I'd expect to see you. Yes, I know. Streaming during the day. Pretty neat, huh? I just want to say thank you for some of your Cyberpunk TikToks. They really help my family kind of understand what's going on with me and how they can help. I'm honored to have helped in that way, friend. By the way, I appreciate y'all being here with me and Nathaniel. Thanks for taking the time to hang out. Whether you're watching on YouTube or whether you're here on Twitch. Boy, you think I could talk my way through all this? Let's steal some stuff from the smugglers right out from under their nose.
Your wish is my command.
Yeah, you struggle with the top stair too, eh, buddy? Oh man, I feel that pain. Never have I had more empathy for people I was about to slay. Yeah, dude, that sucks.
What are you looking at?
I'm looking at a guy who can't handle this top stairs any better than I can. You'll get there, man. You'll get there. I get it. It's brutal. The hell? There's this whole random ass cave out. Wow, this is kind of wild. Smuggler's cash. Don't mind me, fellas. Just eating my fill of all the shit you've stolen. Thank you. Thank you. Am I any better than them? I don't know.
You were giving some of my boys trouble, weren't you? Well,
oh, God.
Here.
Well, okay. I guess we're not going to talk then. Yeah, you finally saw me take your stuff, huh? You didn't like it. I get it, man.
Let's make this quick! Ah, this won't hurt a bit. You don't stand a chance!
Even leather boots. Ooh. Give me your money. All right. we've taken care of the problem, I suppose. That was easy. Gather your party and venture forth. You betcha. Where are we going? Ooh. Ooh, we're about to uncover some drama here. Where is this trap door? Crown and Lion. One Saturnalia long ago, a bevy of bards met in Amaranthine to determine whose songs best stirred emotion and whose stomachs best digested foul brew. The first bard fell mid-ballad into his barley soup, the second into the lap of a lass most fair. Some say forfeiture was worth the price. The next could not keep his innards inside. One by one, they succumbed to fatigue, boredom, and insobriety. At the end, no man was left standing. There was only I, the lovely and fair Rosalind, master and mistress of the Crown and Lion, who proved that no man is mightier than the slightest of lasses. From the War of Lions by the bard Rosalind. Lots of recipes.
I'll take care of it.
Lesser injury kit. Like that. A lot of rats in here. For how clean this home is. Key required. Alright. Howdy, folks. Bet you're wondering how I got in here and why I'm stealing your shit. Nice bedroom. Okay, question though. When people have couches in their bedroom like this, like who sits on it? What are you sitting on this couch for? I guess maybe to like put your shoes on or some shit. Like, why is there a couch in this bedroom? It just seems excessive to me. Sorcha,
Looking
what's
to
up?
wet your whistle, stranger.
Not right now. I'm looking for a Grey Warden named Kristoff.
Yes, I remember him. You'll want to speak to my boss over at the bar.
Thank you. Yeah, not looking to wet my whistle right now. I never really refer to it as my whistle.
I hear Hubert's gang got their hands on some moonshine. You think they'll sell some to me?
Hubert hates you.
That's a no, then.
What is this? Blight Orphans Donation Tin. Please donate generously. Blight Orphans Notice Board. We are the Blight Orphans of Amaranthine, poor children whose mothers and fathers have been killed by the dark spawn. We are very cold in winter and need 50 silver for clothes and food. Please help. Please put the money in the mug on the board. Thank you, good sirs. A lot of money, man. People are really trying to bleed me dry of my resources.
I've got a sore on my foot from working the fields. Want to see?
Oil.
Yes.
Okay.
We should rise up.
Huh?
Rise up and take that tower.
Ooh, sorry to hear that, man.
What do you
It's a very interesting thing to say to me right at the outset.
What can I get for you, friend?
All right, act normal. What do you? Nothing. I'll be going
Come
now.
back soon.
Sure.
Something I can do for you, friend?
Any news around these parts?
Just darkspawn raids outside the city. Everyone's keeping close to Amaranthine.
Okay, cool. Did a Grey Warden named Kristoff come through here?
And who are you supposed to be that's asking?
I'm the Warden Commander.
An elf? Yes, of course. Haven't seen that fellow Kristoff for almost a week now. Not sure where he went. His room's paid up to the end of the month. I guess he expected he'd be here a while.
Alright. Did you speak to him?
Not much. He chatted up Sorcha a bit when she brought him his dinner. Maybe talked to her.
I'd like a key to his room.
Of course. Here you go. It's the last room at the end of the hall. If he comes back and gets upset, however, it's on your head.
I'll do it. You just
Wow.
watch.
I love how he just readily gave me a key to the other dude's room. That's ridiculous. Privacy is not at a premium here, apparently. Oh my god. I'm very confused of where to go. Is this here? Is this?
I'm off.
Alright. What do we got here? Kristoff's memories. Yes, I'm just gonna take all of his valuables. Ooh, this is nice. You get a little bath in here.
I'll take care of it.
A letter from Aura. A private letter from Aura to Kristoff. Okay. Spirit cord. Take it. Helmet. A letter from Aura. Ooh.
Dearest Kristoff, my sister and her babe are well. I shall leave Jader as soon as they're settled. Expect me at Vigil's Keep within the month. Ferelden is cold and wet, so make sure your socks are dry before you put them on. I know how it is with men. You can slay 1,000 darkspawn, but when it comes to clean clothes and dry socks, you're hopeless. I can't wait to see you. Love, Aura.
Okay. Kristoff's journal. Oh, baby, we're reading diaries now. Few in town have heard anything about darkspawn stragglers. I doubted reports myself until a man told me he encountered darkspawn in the Black Marsh. Although locals say the marsh is haunted, brave and desperate souls like this man still risk collecting peat. The man said their leader spoke, but all know darkspawn cannot talk. More horrifying, he described a monster, a worm with legs. Surely he was mistaken about it following the darkspawn. I shall leave for the Black Marsh in the morning. Guess I know where we're going. Map of Ferelden. This map of the Arling shows several locations, each crossed out, except for a place called the Black Marsh. Oh, baby. Alright. So we solved the smuggling problem and...
Looking to wet your whistle, stranger?
No, sorry. Nope. I understand you spoke to Chris. Oh, wait.
We chatted a bit. He was a friendly sort for a Grey Warden. Spent most of his nights here drinking. Wasn't ever loud or too forward. Haven't seen him for maybe a week now.
Oh, cool. Did they ever talk about what he was doing?
Said he was tracking some darkspawn. One particular group that's been raiding outside the city. He told me they were acting strange, those darkspawn. Acting obvious. Like they wanted to be caught or something. I expect he caught them. Probably why he hasn't been back, right?
Sure. Did he ever mention the Black Marsh?
I think so. There were a few places he mentioned he needed to look. That might have been one of them.
How friendly were you two?
We chatted, like I said. He's married, as I recall.
Thanks for the answers.
My pleasure. Send him my best when you see him.
I'm not going to make any assumptions about what he was doing. All right. Well, it would seem that we have lots to do in part 3. YouTube, I appreciate you so much for taking the time to watch these videos. I hope part 2 was as enjoyable as part 1, and I hope part 3 after it will be as enjoyable if you're binging the series. We'll see you in the next one. If you're waiting for the next one to come out, we'll get it out as fast as we can. Leave a like on the way out, a comment down below. Check out all the other links that are down in the description. I appreciate that you all support my content. It means a lot to me, and if you learn something from this stream, you did my job. Y'all are fabulous, and I will look forward to catching you on the next one.